Come and talk to me, my baby. Really wanna meet you. Come and talk to me, my baby. Really wanna meet you. There you are again. The same smile each day. I wanna know what it is that makes me feel this way. I wish I could grab you, tell you what it means to me. See you walking my way, that really makes my day. Before I go to sleep, and before I Leia, I don't know who you're speaking to, so I'm gonna wait until you say hey to me because I don't know who the Gaslighting King is. I don't know who that is, so I'll just wait until you say hey to me. Hey Nix, how are you? Leia, I don't know. Leia, you ain't talking to me. So I'm gonna just wait. I'm gonna wait until you say, hey, Galen. That's what I'm gonna wait to do. That's what I wait for. And I'm very excited for you to say hey to me, Leia. Hey, Leia, how are you? I hope you had a great day today, my love. My sweet, beautiful girl. I hope you had a great, great day. I hope everything was amazing. Thank you for finally speaking to me. Hey, Mia. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, Miss Love. How are you? I didn't mean to burp. Hello, Miss Love. So, y'all, if you don't know why we're here tonight, I'm going to tell you. We may come back and talk about Charmed. Hey, Tiffany. We may come back later on and talk about Charmed or talk about something. I'm not 100% sure. But something that I've wanted to do. I don't know if y'all know this, but I want to eventually go to like do Comic-Cons. I eventually want to do panels, things like that. So I know that one thing that's going to be a part of that is interviewing people. So what I want to start doing is not interviewing to interview, but to start highlighting other people as well, because I think it's important that as we go on this journey, we lift other people up who don't steal from us. And I think it's really important that as we start to kind of like grow as a brand and as a channel, that we just kind of highlight, other people from time to time. Hey, Cynthia, she's a really cool dancer. Cynthia Boogie to the Groove now. How are you? So that's something that I want to do. And we are going to kick that off tonight with Squeaky Sister, who, y'all know I love Squeaky Sister so much. Y'all know I absolutely adore her. And I think that she is I think the world of her. I think she is an amazing person. I think that she is just the sweetest individual you'll ever meet. And I want to call y'all. My bad. That's my fault. I just really wanted to take a moment to sit down and like kind of officially, let her share her story, because there's a difference in me talking and whatnot, and then someone else actually saying, this is what I do, this is who I am, which is a lot of the reason why I did the Wicked City podcast, was because I just wanted them to be able to tell their story, tell their version of, how they feel about being on Wicked City, being a part of it. And I was so blessed that I had that opportunity, or am having that opportunity. So I am very excited about tonight, because I'm very excited to get the opportunity to, highlight someone. And I hope you hussies are excited too. I hope you hussies are just as excited. So like I said, I'm trying to branch off and try new things. And part of that is going to be, interviews. It's going to be things where we talk to people, things like that. So apparently we are now in League C2. I don't know what that means, but apparently we are in League C2. And okay, it went out its way to tell me that we are now in League C2. I don't know. Child, I don't know what that means. Hey, Squeaky sister. Sanaa XO. Aww. And I'm glad. Thank y'all. I want to say this real quick before we get started. I just really want to say thank you for being on this journey with me and for letting me try new things, being open to other people. I know that we have had some experiences lately with other people, and I almost let that deter me, because one thing I really don't want to do is, I don't want to, and I'm not going to talk too much on what happened because there ain't no point in it, but I just don't want to let, I don't want to let the fear that we're going to get messed over stop us from bringing another light into the world. You know what I mean? Like, I really was almost to the point where I was like, let me stop trying to bring people up. Let me stop trying to tell folks, you know, whatever. Let me stop trying to help other folks tell their story, because they just gonna screw me over. And then but you know what? At the end of the day, if they do, then oh well. I mean, if someone skyrockets above us, then that just means it was their time to shine, and it just is what it is. So I would rather focus on, like I said, I know that we're not like the hugest Beyonce level whatever, but where I can help to highlight somebody, I will definitely do that, because you just never know. You just never know. You just do not know. And there's no point in me gatekeeping anything and being like, oh, well, I'm the only person that's got my little corner of the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's crazy to me. And one thing I've always wanted to do was help other people, and helping other people is more than just being a foster care worker or being in child welfare or anything like that. It means so many other things, and part of helping people is lifting them up. And I remember when I was really trying to like get myself out there, I just kept thinking like, dang, I wish, you know, like I just kind of wished I could have someone I felt like was listening to what was going on or understood or whatever. And so that's why this is so important to me to start doing, is sometimes all you need to keep going is just that one person to listen to you, and that one person to give you an opportunity. And even if they don't have a huge platform, even if they don't have whatever, sometimes it's just that motivation to keep going, because it feels like somebody can see me, somebody sees what I'm doing. So, you know, when our time comes, then we are going to take it with gusto. And in the meantime, we're going to be clapping for everybody else, because we've already been cutting up. Because like I said, everyone that is part of our community has helped me to feel confident enough to do something like this. I never would have done anything like this probably like even a year ago. So everyone has helped to lift me up to feel like I am capable of this. And I just want to spread some of that y'all gave to me. So thank you, hussies. Thank you. And yes, I do have questions, because who would go into an interview with somebody and not have questions ready? Are you crazy? That's insane. You would have to be a mad person. You would have to be a mad person to invite somebody to interview them, and then you don't have any questions. That's crazy. That's It's ridiculous. You need help if you do something like that. And I don't need help. I'm good over my way. So so let's go ahead and get ready. With my very prepared, very professional, very set up ahead of time interview. Go get you some Power G merch at some point while you can. The Power of G, that is we, that is me, that is us. And if you want to be a part of this, then go get you. Okay, all right. So now we're going to go ahead and we're going to get started. Hope y'all ready.
Uh-oh. Hey, Nan.
Hello.
1 second. Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Hey, y'all.
Hi. How
Why
are
you don't got no, like, clapping noises? Woo!
Girl,
Wait, let me walk in. Let me walk in like I'm really coming.
I was gonna say it is a way to do all of that. I don't know how to do it, so you just gonna have to. Let's see. Okay, wait.
Oh, do it over. Do my walk over.
Wait. Okay. Yeah, come back in.
Okay.
Okay.
You guys say now introducing.
And now coming to the stage.
Ow! Shit. I'm ready.
Are you sure? Okay, my God. Okay. So now coming to the stage for her debut interview at the Power of G, Squeaky sister.
Hey, y'all.
Hi. We figured it out. Look at that. Her.
Hey, Miss Love. Hey, y'all.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain, child. I'm just sitting here looking crazy.
Listen, I'm looking crazy too. Okay, I like this screen. This screen works. Yes.
This one? Where we're split?
This one. No, this one. I like this one.
I don't know what you're talking about, so we're just gonna do it where we're split.
I like this one.
Yeah. Okay, because I was like, baby, this is what we get.
Yes, I love this. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good. I can't complain.
I'm so happy to be here.
You should be. No, thank you. But no, thank you for coming on. Thank you for being my first, like, I was going to say experiment. That's not what I meant. I didn't mean like a prototype. That's not what I meant. What I meant was, thank you.
Hey, TJ. Hey, Jazz. Look at my people coming in. They ready.
Thank you for showing up. I guess that's what I meant. It was thank you for being like the first guest. Thank you for being like the first person.
Yes, thank you for having me. I'm so excited and I'm so happy to be here. I'm beyond grateful that you even thought of me to do this and was like, yeah, would you want to do this? Absolutely.
Of course, because, you know, for the people who don't know kind of like how we met, we were in, I still don't know, I took a screenshot of the girl's live and still do not know her name to save my life.
I know it started with an N. That's all I know. I don't know nothing else.
It's like Natasha.
I was gonna say Naja. I don't know.
Queen Naja. I don't know. Something. It's something. Anywho, I was in one of her lives and I was just there because, you know, just listening to her, trying to get some advice on maybe how to grow as a brand and, you know, start making maybe a little money, maybe, you know, marketing myself a little bit better. And there were so many people in there, and I did not know none of them people, and didn't click on none of them people's names. But for some reason, of all the people that were in there, I clicked on yours and followed.
Yes. Hey, Naya. Yes, it's something that I say all the time. You know, I tell my community all the time. I speak so highly and so positively of you because that day, I don't even know. I don't know what was going on, but same. I clicked on it, trying to figure out, okay, how can I push out these prayer journals? How can I get my stuff seen and known? Like, this girl seems like she got a following. Maybe maybe should be able to give me some insight, and I didn't really get anything from it. I mean, I did, but I didn't. But what I got mostly out of it was, sorry, my dad called me. What I got out of it though was a sorry, my dad called me. What I got out of it though was a sorry, my dad called me. What I got out of it though was a sorry, my dad called me. What I got out of it though was a okay, I'm gonna get off.
Okay, a little technical difficulties. That's okay. That's how things go. Sometimes 6 to 1, half a dozen to the other. You just gotta, roll with the punches.
It's our first one.
It's our first one. So
we figuring this out.
Exactly.
We're gonna figure this out.
Exactly.
We're gonna get it. We're gonna figure it out. But what I was saying was that I got more out of it. I think that it would have been cool to learn how to make $100,000 in a month, or whatever she was selling us, whatever dream she was selling. Mm-hmm. I think that I got the best thing that I could have got out of it, and that's a true friend, like a friend that I feel like I'll have for the rest of my life. Like, Galen, when I tell you I love you and I adore you, this literally is just the beginning. I speak life over every situation, but this is different. This is literally just the beginning of what God has in store for you. And I am so excited to see what God really does for you in the future, in the near future at that. Like, even starting this up and having me first, baby, because when your first big one, I'm there. I am there.
Don't have me crying, because I've been crying lately.
You know I'm a crybaby too, and I say this every night. It's too early for me to start crying now.
It's never too early for a tear or two. It's literally never too early for a tear.
Hey, Ty. See my people showing up. They said they was gonna be here, and they're here.
What was that? Was that a fighter jet?
What happened?
You didn't hear the airplane?
No, that's the airplane.
Oh, girl, I thought, okay. I thought the British were coming.
No, I live by the airport.
Oh, okay. Child, I didn't know what was happening. I was like, well, let's send some help over there. That's all I knew how to do.
Listen, you got the location. Send the help.
Absolute her. But no, I appreciate that, because we've talked a lot about how in days where we both kind of wanted to quit, we just uplifted each other.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things where I think it's hard to express sometimes how bad you want something.
Yeah.
And then when you talk to someone who can understand, it's like they know exactly what to say to lift you up.
Yeah, literally.
That's why, like I said, when I decided to do this, I was like, I have to get her first, because you just mean so much to me, and I've seen the work that you've put into it. And it's more than just, because people, I think, sometimes think like it's just videos, it's just this, it's just that, but there's so much that goes into it. There's, what kind of videos am I going to make? What kind of reels am I going to make? Yeah. What kind of content am I going to make? How am I, like, where am I going to put it out? How am I going to put it out? You got to edit it. You got to film it. There's so much that goes into it. Mm-hmm. So tell us a little bit about, like, what sort of content you prefer to make. I know you do your lives where you do Bible study, but just...
Yes, I love doing lives. I love going live because I love being able to talk to the women in my community and some of the men who have joined it. But I literally built a sisterhood around basically your walk with God and just becoming closer with God and really understanding your spirituality. I break down the Bible a lot, but I love making... I ain't gonna lie, I like making videos where I'm all dialed up and I'm pretty, and I don't know, I like making my encouraging videos too, because honestly, a lot of people have told me that a lot of the DMs before the live started, it started with people DMing me telling me your video helped me so much, or you're so positive and I love this and this has helped me so much. So I like making my encouraging videos, which I make them every day pretty much. As long as God lays something on my heart to say, I'm gonna say it. That's my favorite type of video to make, though, honestly. I be trying to get with the trending sounds and what's going on, but that don't be working for me.
Yeah.
I know. It's hard to follow that train.
It is, because you have to center your creativity around, or what you're feeling, around that. So it's like sometimes that's a no-go.
Yeah, I be like, how y'all thinking of this stuff? Like,
right. Like what you got going on over there that you thinking of this kind of stuff?
exactly. Like, how does this even just come to you?
So do you plan your content out, or is it just kind of like you said, like it's on my heart today and this is
No,
what
it's just on my heart. Like, it's just on my heart. Every video that I've had that's gone viral was about God. So that was another sign for me that I'm trying to fit in with what's trending, and that's not working. I've been separated for a reason. So do what works for you. Do who you are. Be who you are. That's what I've learned in this. If I ain't learned nothing else, I learned to be yourself and don't try to duplicate or do what looks popular. And it's crazy because the girl whose live that we met on, she's the one who said, don't try to stand out. Do what's trendy.
Yep.
She literally said that. I feel like she said it on every live.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, I gotta do what's in. I gotta do what's trendy. And that doesn't work for me. Like, what works for me is me being myself.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I'm happy I met him too.
I know. Listen, because you don't meet a lot of genuine people.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to meet people that aren't. We all kind of like. I feel like everyone learns from each other.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also difficult to find people who aren't trying to like take what you have and like slather it on to themselves. Yeah. And especially now where everything is very competitive, and everybody is trying to take like the fact that sounds are a thing. People will take what someone else has done and then I'm just going to apply this to my own, and everyone does it, but at some point you got to do something of your own. And I appreciate the fact that you follow your heart.
Yeah.
And you do make content that is centered around God. Mm-hmm. Because that your belief is something that's very important to you. Yeah. And you don't shy away from that just because, oh, well, I don't know if people are going to like that.
Right. And it's something that I say a lot is you'll never ever be the best copycat, but you can always be the best you that there is. Like you can't be the number one copier. Like people can try to take what you have all day long and try to literally take everything that you have and try to sell it, but it's your personality. It is your spirit. It's everything about you that makes your content stand out, that makes somebody want to listen to you, that makes somebody want to, let me go to his page because I like the energy that's over there. There could never be another Galen. Yeah. And I don't care where it goes to. Galen is my friend. I'm going to ride for Galen. There will never be another Galen. You could never duplicate what he does. You can try all you want to, but baby, it ain't got nothing on what he has. And it never will.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. And
I mean, though, like when I in that specific situation, not to talk too much on it, but that specific situation, I just was like, you trying to be, first of all, you trying to be this man. Mm-hmm. You're already losing. You're already losing, baby. Like, you don't even have the same type of personality. Like I tell people all the time, I genuinely love you because it's your spirit that I'm attracted to. It's you as a person. It's your personality. I don't even watch the shows that you talk about, but I be right there in them comments, laughing and giggling. Like I know what's going on, but it's your energy. Like I can catch it based off your energy and based on how everybody else is talking. The way that people respond to you. I cannot wait, Galen. I know it's supposed to be about me, but Galen, when I tell you what's coming for you, baby, you're not even ready. You're not even prepared for it, but you getting there. And I love it. God is really going to blow your mind for real. Like, really going to blow your mind. Every time I talk to you, every time I see you, I see it. I see the stage. I see the audience. I see it. I definitely see it. So you keep going and you keep shining. Don't you ever give up. Do not stop. Do not get disappointed. Don't get down on yourself. You are doing great. You're doing fantastic. And I love it. I love your channel. Look, I love your channel. I love your YouTube. I'm proud of you, though. I'm proud of you. Keep going. Keep going. Everything that you desires you to, and it's coming to you. Coming to you sooner than you think. So on the opposite side, so keep going.
Thank you. I receive that. I really do. And I'm not just saying that. I'm saying that to say I really do take that in, because I do think that there is something on the horizon. I don't know what that is, but I feel like there is something on the horizon. And like I said earlier, that's why I feel like when whatever it is does come, I want to know that I did everything I could to help the people I care about. And I mean, it's not just people I care about, but to help other people get that feeling that the horizon is there, you know, because that's such a hard thing to get. And like, as you pour into me, that's, I get even more excited because this, like this got on my heart to start doing.
Yeah.
And it's for that very reason. Like, I feel like there's something more. And I kept saying, like, I want to elevate, I want to elevate, I want to elevate my content, I want to elevate what I'm doing, but I just kind of felt like, okay, so what does that mean? And so I kept thinking it means, okay, well, I need to do better videos or more this. But I'm like, no, it's not about, I don't think video. I mean, of course I want to get better with that, but I also want to prepare myself for other things. And that includes talking to other people. That includes lifting other people up. And one of the things I love that you do is there's never a competition. It's not like, oh well, I'm just trying to, you know, I can't tell nobody else what to do because I don't want them getting ahead of me. I don't want, you know, you're very open about life, about, you know, struggles. You always make time for people, and you stop and you talk to them. And that is an amazing skill to have. And it's one of the reasons that I promise you when I say I believe in you so much. And the way that you have grown just in the time, like the fact that you just recently hit 5K. I mean, come on, let's go ahead and do it.
Yes, that what a
because that
man.
That was coming for a very we had to get it going. That was something that was coming for so long, and we had talked about it, and it was like it's right there. And you know, I remember you saying that once it gets to 5K, it's up from there. So
yeah,
how do you feel about the journey so far? Like, do you feel like you got that hunger and that thirst for it?
Yeah, I honestly, I made a video the other day and I was saying how I just met the goal. My goal, like I told you, I specifically told you, I just know when it gets to 5K, it's just going to take off. But it honestly took off before the 5K even came. Yeah. I was not expecting to have a community, which is now my family. I was not expecting to have that family so fast and so quick. The way that people tag me in things when people are looking for this side of TikTok of the faith side, or the side that talks about God, the side that's reading the Bible, young Black women. When people tag me and stuff like that, it makes me feel super, super good to see so many other women, like they're now posting and not being ashamed. It's not that they were ashamed, but it was like, I don't really want to, because that's not what people are looking for. But it's like, nah, be yourself.
Yeah.
If you want to shout about God, shout about God. If you want to read a verse, read a verse. Like, if you want to tell people this is what I'm doing and this is who I am now, do that. And I honestly, I just enjoy it, man. I just feel like it's up from here. Like, I already felt that, though. I felt it as soon as, like, my Bible study grows every single time. Every single time I host Bible study, it's more people on there. It's new people on there. The people come back. The people are excited for it. They're happy. We have a good time at Bible study. Like, I know it's not for everybody, but we have a good time.
Yeah. And you know I'm a heathen, and you know I be wanting to come to Bible study sometimes, and I be there sometimes.
You look, I was gonna say, you pop in here and there. You pop in sometimes.
I've been there. I've been there. You do Bible study on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 7 p.m. and then on Saturdays at 7 a.m. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. Hey Anna.
How?
Hey Crystal.
How do you come up? What's your process, or do you like let the Lord speak to you to choose what you're gonna go over in Bible study that day, or?
So a lot of times God will just give me something. Oftentimes he'll give me something to talk about. When I wake up in the morning, this is how I make my videos too. When I wake up in the morning, God places something on my heart, like whether it be a song, a specific story in the Bible, or like a specific scripture. But I'm always in my Bible. Like that's the thing. Like I'm constantly reading, and then God will just give it to me, like talk about this. And sure enough, every time that we do it, something happened that day or right before, and it'd be like, dang, this is why he told me to do this. So, I'm constantly in my Bible literally stays open. I have notebooks, I have whiteboards and all of that, like of stuff that I'm supposed to talk about, whether it's a video or it's Bible study. I don't really plan too much. I let God lead me. The Spirit definitely leads me with everything.
So. That's beautiful. That is beautiful, and I think that's the best way to approach it, because I feel more passionate when you let the Spirit lead you into it versus trying to make it happen.
Yep.
And when I sit in on your Bible studies, you always involve everyone. It's not like you're just reading and then everyone else, like you take time to ask questions, you ask people to do stuff outside of the lives. So when you come back, you can continue on that. And I think what I like the most about that is people say study the Bible, but they don't necessarily know what that means. And I think that you give people that direction, as opposed to like being like, okay, everybody just read something and we come together and we talk. No,
Thank you, Anna.
Gonna do, and that's a sign of a good teacher, a good leader.
Thank you.
Like the structure to it is where you give people a chance to open their Bible to that page. Whether it's a virtual on their phone or whether it's a physical Bible. Just giving people that time to say, okay, this is what we're going to do, and center their minds. Right. As opposed to like, all right, I'm just going to read something and y'all keep up if you can.
Right. Thank you, Anna. Thank you so much.
Anna said, as a new member, I love how she interacts and keep us involved. Exactly.
Yeah. Because I feel like that's so important. Like I want to give people a chance to be able to read, and this is why I take my time when I'm reading too. And oftentimes, like sometimes people will throw out scriptures for me to read, and I say, "Do you want to read it? Like you can come up. I'll let you come up." You have to have been a member for longer than two Bible studies, and we do take mental note of it. I have certain people who are always there. But I'll let people come up and speak if they like to. Like I've let people pray before. But I gotta know you. You can't just be it's your first time and you want to pray, because you might get up there acting crazy. But
that's true.
That's my whole thing. I want people to be involved. I want people to be engaged. Like I wouldn't dare want to go to anybody. And I also used to be an actual teacher too before I became a full-time entrepreneur. So I want to make sure that people are able to have their time to read it, to highlight it, to ask the questions. Because that's boring for me to just sit here and just say, okay, we reading from here. Yeah. Better patient as a person aware one of something. Like that's boring. Like I could do that on my own. But that's why people don't read the Bible, because it's boring when you read it by yourself. It's unless you really all the way in it. Hey Crystal, hey Jay Harvey, unless you really in it, like been in this and you studying for something. A lot of times people don't know how to study the Bible. Like you said, they think that you're just supposed to just read. And it's not that. You got to be able to apply it to your life. So that's why I tell people, hey, make sure when you come, you have your Bible, your highlighter, your something to write with, and a notebook, because oftentimes we're going to take notes. A lot of times we have homework. And like you said, like I have them do stuff outside of the live, because it's good that we're doing it together, but I want you to do it on your own too. Like that way when we come back, we got something to discuss. And then if you have questions, okay, let's then answer these questions. Like, let's get it. Hey, Crystal.
Mm-hmm. And
So
keep everyone in it and keep them engaged in what you're saying. So it's not just like a one and done and you can leave at any point and miss what's being said and you didn't really miss anything.
right. Thank you, TJ. I love my family. When I tell you I love them, I love them.
I love that.
She said, I absolutely love her. She's authentic. Most important, give us the word and break it for us. Like it's super important to me for us to really understand it. And like this walk with God is not easy. I told one of my closest friends that the other day as she was going through something. Your walk with God is gonna be forever. It's not just a 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm saved, I'm healed, I'm delivered, and I'm good now. There's going to be a lot of times that you stumble. It's going to be a lot of times that you fall down. But when you have a sisterhood or a community and somebody to uplift you and bring you up and say, hey, it's okay, I know that you backslid, we gonna do better. Like the conviction alone is what's gonna make you want to do better.
Yep.
Like you don't have to be ashamed because none of us are perfect, you know. So I just try to, I don't know, this is all new for me, Galen. When I tell you me and you met in February, and I know it was February because it was right before my birthday, like a couple weeks before my birthday.
Yes.
I tried to do Bible study in December, and I used to literally I was so nervous and I wasn't ready. I only had my King James Bible. Yeah. I would literally read and just shut it off. Because I was that nervous. Yeah. But then when I came back, it was you, Galen. Like, aww. I know you missed it a lot of times when I say this on my live, but it really was you. That day that you came onto my live, the day that we met, and you poured into me, and then you told me, it wasn't on the live. I think you told me on the phone. Like, I instantly knew that I loved you. Like, you were the very first person who got my number from TikTok. Like, you're the only person I talked to on the phone from TikTok.
Yeah.
But that day that you told me that people want to hear what you have to say, and you're gonna have your own community too. Seeing your community, I was like, wow, people like really love him. Like, people really are riding for him. And now that I have my own, like, mine is really a family for real. Yours is a family too, you can tell. But when I tell you, like, my family rides for me, like, they literally be like, hey, you okay? Like, it's 7:05. Is Bible study still happening? And I'm like, yeah, it's still happening. Like, we still here. I just had to get y'all nephew together. But I'm just very appreciative of you because I wouldn't have been doing this. I didn't know how many people would even show up. Like, in that day you told me, don't worry about the numbers. Ever since that day, I stopped worrying about the numbers. That's why, like, when I text you and was like, yeah, I'm about to reach this goal. The goal that I really forgot about. Like, I knew it was coming, but I kind of forgot about it because I'm so locked in with God and locked in with this new family that I have formed on TikTok. I'm just grateful. I'm so grateful for you pouring into me that day. And I was ready to give up. I was ready to give up on TikTok, but I wasn't even being consistent. Like, you literally were like, you got to show up. And you literally led by example. You led by the example of get on here. Let them see you. Engage with them. Talk with them. You're going to be okay. And look at me now. Like, I love them. I love them.
Don't be a blubbering mess, please. God in heaven. Okay.
Yes, Squeaky Spirit Squad.
We're good. There's something about connecting with other people that really takes you letting go of who you think you need to be.
Yeah.
Because if you focus on trying to project an image to the world and project, child, I'm kind of speechless. Thank you. That's why I said that to you, is because you will get so discouraged if you focus on, oh, there's only 3 people in here. There's only one person in here. There's only, and it'll make you want to stop because it's like, well, what's the point?
Yeah.
I'm not trying to make this about me. I'm sharing this to say why I told you this. I can remember back when I was first doing lives, and like it was just me talking about Charmed on the internet to myself, and not knowing what I was talking about, and I still don't know what I'm talking about, but just knowing, just getting on there talking, And I stopped for a long time because I was like, y'all ain't nobody watching it. Ain't no point. And that's especially when you're doing something that's niche. And I don't think that God is niche. I think that people avoid it, that topic rather, not but avoid that topic, and they kind of look past and it's like, okay, well, this is not for me, which it's not going to be for everybody, but when you dedicate yourself to that and you show that you are not a perfect person but you're still walking in that walk, that's something that's very important. Especially now, because I joke a lot about being a heathen, but for somebody like me that's very spiritual, but I have a very strange relationship with religion and with the church for many reasons. But it's important for somebody like me to see that there is someone like you that is open and willing to hear us and listen and invite us. And it's not like, oh, well, where's your wife? You get what I'm saying? Where's your wife?
Yeah.
It's there's not that judgment there that you have to be a certain way. And I'm not even just talking about that, but just people who've suffered other things at the hands of people around them that were religious. I think you give that safe space to where, like, I don't know nothing about religion, I don't know nothing about da 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 da, but I know when I go in here, we're gonna have an inviting time. I know I feel like I can stay, and then I may go and just watch you because I don't know much about it, but I like the way you talk about it, and so then I might message you and say, hey, I had a question about what you talked about today.
And I've had that. I've had that. I've had people write me and say, this was my first time being on your Bible study. Do you mind breaking this down? I had one young lady on there, and she stands out to me. I know she said hi, but I'm not sure if she's still on. But she wrote me, and when I tell you, this touched my heart the other day, where she said it was her first time in a Bible study, and she was like, do you mind praying for me? And then she wrote me again and was like, can you give me something to say? I don't know how to pray. And I was just like, God, I see what you're doing. I think I like shed a tear when I read that. Like, a lot of the DMs that I get, I do, like, it touches me like in a different way. Like, God, I see what you're doing. Because like I told my family, I told them, I thought that I was just going to be doing prayer journals. Like, I just wanted to push prayer journals. I had no idea that I was going to be teaching people how to pray, teaching people how to read the Bible, helping people understand the Bible, and just having a community. Jess, I be crying. And I love what God has brought me to do. Like, literally. And I do what I love most about my Bible study, my family, my community, is that we're all so welcoming. When we have new members and people when I like say, hey, do we have any new members? And they say, hey, this is do we have any new first timers? That's what I say. Do we have any first timers or anybody who just joined? Cause sometimes like Anna, I'm not sure if she's still on, but like Anna, she joined on Wednesday, and Wednesday's not even a Bible study night, but she joined on a Wednesday. So Thursday we welcomed her in, and my entire family community, they open up their arms and they say, hey, welcome, we're happy to have you. And I love that. I love what we built. Like I said in that one video, I even hate to say that it's mine, because it's not. It's God's. Like, God did this. He just orchestrated me to be the leader. And it's blowing before my eyes, for real. Like, I be shocked. Like, last night when they were like, yeah, we hit double of what we was at last week. And I was like, did we? Because I be trying not to look. I be glancing, but I try not to look so I don't get caught up. So
Yep. And I know I've heard you mention a couple of times your prayer journal. So what is the main use of the prayer journal? Look at it. Look how pretty that is. Look how beautiful that is. Ooh. That's quality. That's quality merchandise right there.
Yes. This is it.
Very much.
Thank you for sharing that, TJ. Yes, you have found your home. You have definitely found your home on TikTok. And I feel like that with everybody who has joined, because people can come and be like, okay, I just stopped by. You're going Naya right there. Naya, I just told the story about you and how you had me cry. But you can pull up anytime you want. But to actually join and make sure that you come, and everybody in my family, they have my number. Like, I appreciate that nobody like just randomly texts me, but they have my number. They can reach me on my DMs, all of that, and I love it. I absolutely love it. Yeah. I just joined last Tuesday, and I feel like I've known these ladies forever. See, yes, we are it's a family. When I tell you, that's what I pride this Bible study on, is being a family. Right. Like, we are sisters. I tell them that y'all cousins, but I'm y'all big sister. Even if you older than me, I feel like the big sister. I'm going to be your sister regardless, because I'm going to always check in. I'm going to always make sure that you good. Do you need anything? And when I say anything, I mean like a prayer, because I ain't got no money.
Yes. You don't have it yet.
Not yet. Not enough yet to be doing the offering that I sowing back into y'all the way that y'all sow into me. But yes, I love that, TJ. Thank you. I love that. But one day I will be able to sow into them. There's something that I'm going to work on that we can talk about a little bit later, but there's something I'm going to work on so that I can actually meet everyone. I actually met somebody from our community yesterday, for the first time. I met her and her son, and it was beautiful. It was so beautiful. And I didn't mean to cut you off. You was talking about the prayer journals. I'm sorry.
I do want to say one thing, because I appreciate what you said about pouring back into them, because I try to find different ways until I get to the point where I can, like, support the people that support me in the way I want to. I try to find different ways to pour into them. Sometimes I'm not successful, but I'm trying, and I think that's what counts, is the fact that you want to show them that you appreciate them, so that they know it's not like that one-way street. And baby, listen, everybody that has my number, and I mean everybody, my mama knows, if I see a text, it may not get responded to right then and there, because my mind is a little bad, but you're gonna get something at some point. It may be tomorrow, it may be 3 days from now, but it's coming. Just give it a minute. Just give it just a minute. But as far as your prayer journals, though, what's its primary purpose? Like, how do we use it once we buy it?
Okay, so and I also too want to just touch on what Jess just said. My Bible journal is the seed, and I think she meant this journal. But let me just give you a backstory on the prayer journals. So when I was pregnant with my son, who is now 4, I was very depressed. So I'm a writer. I love to write. I've always had a relationship with God. I've had my own relationship with him since I was 17. And at that time, that was my second time being depressed. And I just was like, okay, I can't be this way, and I'm pregnant. My mom has said something to me, and she was just like, you can't be sad because the baby's going to be sad. And I was like, oh, well, I can't have that. I can't have him coming out sad and crying and whining. I don't want that. So I also used to draw. So we went to Barnes & Noble, and I got a sketch pad. And now this is literally how this started. I got a sketch pad, and I got some books. So the first thing that I wrote was, I didn't write it. I drew the word forgiveness. And I called my pastor, and I was like, can you give me some scriptures on forgiveness? I could have Googled it, but I wanted to talk to my pastor. And he gave me a couple, and I wanted to forgive myself because I was celibate before I got pregnant with my son. So I wanted to forgive myself. I wanted God to forgive me, even though God already forgives us before it even comes. And I wanted to forgive his dad. So I wrote that, and every day after that, like, when I wrote out those, so literally it was the word forgiveness. I need to find that journal, actually. It was the word forgiveness, and then I had all of the scriptures around it that dealt with forgiveness. And then I just wrote to God. I just wrote a letter. And every day after that, that made me feel so good, and I felt such a release that I was like, I'm gonna do this again. So I started doing it every day, and I was like, you know what? This is like a prayer journal.
Yeah.
I'd never heard a prayer journal before. I'm not saying I made it up. I'm not saying that at all. But I'd never heard of a prayer journal ever. I'm like, this is my journal of me writing to God. Like, but I'm not just writing to God. I'm drawing and I'm illustrating for God. Like, I'm doing more than that. Sometimes it's song lyrics in there. Like, it's not just a regular journal. So that's why I called it a prayer journal.
Yeah.
And then, I kid you not, I started to write the things I wanted and desired out of my life. When things started happening, I knew then that, oh, nah, this is different. This is different.
Yeah.
So when I tell you everything down to me buying my house, how I bought my house, what my son looks like, I told God in the prayer journal, I want my son to look like my brother. I want him to have the spirit of David. I want him to be strong in faith like Job. All of that. When I tell you my son looks just like my son looks just like my brother. Oh. My son loves church. Yeah. He loves church. Like, it's just, it's everything. Even my business. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to start a business. I didn't know what I was going to do. I wrote it down. So in that, I can show y'all one. And this is an exclusive because I ain't even did no video on it.
Oh, not as good as Scoop.
She on the live too. I'm gonna send it tomorrow. But this is what it looks like, right? So when you get it, there's a surprise on the first page.
Okay, so we can't see that.
You can't see the first page. But then it just has like a weekly type of planner in it. Things that you need to get done. You can here also talk about, whatever we talked about on that day. So if it was Bible study on Tuesday, it's a space for small notes. Gotcha. And then there on this side, it's like moods and things like that. Today's affirmations, things that I'm grateful for, notes and reminders, and things that you want to look forward to tomorrow. When I tell people to write things down, and then there's also there's space in the back, like there's a tab, there's space in the back for if you need more notes. Okay. Just that I feel like she's a she. Just yours might have already went out earlier. But or maybe it didn't. Maybe this one is yours. Who knows? But I just wanted to make sure that people are every day being grateful for something. So that was important to me that we do that every single day. And like your prayer journal is every day is something that you want to work on because that's how you pray to God. Like sometimes we don't want to say it out loud. Sometimes we don't want to get on our knees. Right. Sometimes I just want to cry. So there's a space in here for where you could just do the mood. Angry, tired, sad, happy, excited, whatever it is that you're feeling, and right up underneath it, you can write to God and tell him what's going on in your life, what is happening. I just feel like it's important. Like once you get it, and when you see what's in the front of it, when you see the extra things that come along with it. So I'm not going to tell you everything that come with it. You just got to purchase this to find out. Some people's will be on the way tomorrow.
Somebody's, we don't know.
Here will be on the way tomorrow. But to me, this is just, it's helpful. There's no other word for it but helpful. Yeah. Like, oh, thank you, Jess. That is so beautiful. Thank you. And I love it too, girl, because I didn't know what God was doing with me. I had not a clue where this TikTok thing was going. I just knew that I wanted to help other people, specifically other women. I think that a lot of times people look at me and they think something else. And somebody said this on live the other day. They were like, I was not expecting you to talk like this just by looking at you.
Oh, like that was a statement to make.
Exactly. I was like, the same way yesterday, I was like, is it shade or is it?
Like, what does that mean? I need you to give me
what did you expect me to be on here doing?
All right. Like, that's crazy.
I'm like, it be men. What's wrong with y'all? Like, what does that mean?
Right.
Like yesterday when the man said what he said to you, I was like, is this shade or is this like, is it a compliment?
All right. I was like, even if that is a compliment, that's a weird compliment to give somebody.
Yes, and that's me. That's me. But it's so strange that I get that often.
Yeah.
What do I look like? Like,
I really think it's just because Black people, they see us and they're like, "Oh, you speak so well," and like I will correct somebody when they say you speak so well. Well, how did you?
Yes, Brittany, I agree. Backhanded. It's a backhanded compliment. Like,
it's very backhanded. It is very backhanded, and I can't. I can't. I absolutely can't.
I be like, okay.
So, besides your prayer journal, do you sell anything else? Do you have any other products?
Well, I am a licensed esthetician, so I do think exactly, Brittany. Exactly. That's exactly what it is. I am a licensed esthetician, and I do so I do facials and lashes. I do skincare consultations virtually. I also help people with their skincare regimens.
I was gonna let it go. I wasn't gonna say it.
I forever corrected myself. But I do all of that. Like, I make strips. I hand make my strips. And I sell those. These t-shirts, the Talk to God shirts. Just as a reminder. But I think I'm gonna make some new shirts. Like, I think I want to do something new. Like, I just changed, because my old prayer journals used to say Talk to God, but with the new ones they say Answered Prayers. So I'm thinking about, I don't know if I want to say it, but I'm thinking about it. Thinking about a name, like a little logo or something, just so people know who we are, so they see us.
Yeah.
I'm a comfortable person because I am an esthetician. I wear scrubs. I'm in scrubs right now, but with my own shirt top on. Yeah. I like to be comfortable. Like, I'm a t-shirt girl. I like to be dressed down. I like to be comfortable at all times. So I'm thinking about having a little bit more merch come out. I have my Amazon store where you can purchase all of the things that I use for my Bible. Yes, this is definitely a podcast, and I love it. Yes. Galen is top tier. Galen, we love. Galen is going to the top. Galen will be the head and not the tail. He will be first and not last. I am so proud of Galen. I love Galen. I could talk about you all day long. I am so proud of everything that you are doing. And I'm happy to be the first. Like, I'm happy to be your first guest.
Of course. Absolutely, of course. Because I mean, you're doing so much. Like, you have so many things going on, and it's like I'm trying to get
not a borrower. Come on, Jess, with the word.
Listen, when they said the meek shall inherit the earth, they were talking about me. I am the meek. I am the meek. I'm not Meek Mill, but I am the meek. That is me. And I'm waiting for my inheritance. How about that?
That part.
But I love that grind and that hustle that you have, because I know we kind of talked about your journey to becoming an entrepreneur and how that wasn't an easy decision for you. So, not Barbara Walters, baby, not Barbara Wawa. Now wait a minute, and not Miss Walters. Now come on.
When I walked in, I felt like I was sitting on Jimmy Kimmel Who. I'm on the Galen show. That's how I felt walking in.
We need a couch, and now that I know how to use the sound effects, oh baby, you might as well get ready because
I love it.
Listen,
go for it.
But no, I know one day when we hit it big, I'm gonna be like, because I've already told everybody I'm blocking everybody.
Not me. You can't block me.
When we get up there, I'm just gonna be like, they're gonna be like, well, who helped you? Nobody. Ooh. I did it myself. And however, when you make it, I'm gonna be like, I'm like, who are you again? And I was like, oh, you don't remember? Okay, let me play this because I keep everything.
That's why I got screenshots of us. That's why I got screenshots of our phone calls, them 2-hour phone calls. Screenshot it all, baby.
And if it happens on my end, if I like when I make it, I'm gonna say that never happened. However, when you make it, I'm gonna be like, I got the screenshots. So don't play with me.
I'm gonna pull up our messages so fast. Look at all of these pictures, y'all. He was on the live.
And I'm gonna say it was edited. I am going to say that is AI. It is not real. However, when it comes to you, I am going to say that these are very real.
Listen, I have the proof. I actually recorded him talking.
That's illegal. My lawyer will be in contact with you. Thank you for letting me know on live where everyone so please get ready for that cease and desist.
Listen, you can't get rid of me. You can't get rid of me. I'm gonna be on that Galen show. Like, y'all, I was there at the beginning. I was there. Listen. Not the beginning, but I was there.
Well, that's why I always told Catherine, because, and I say Catherine's name specifically for a reason, because I don't want everybody to be like, okay, I know he's playing. Catherine, way back, like before we got started really with this, Catherine would help me by like helping me send out links, or she would help me to like, she was the first, I think, kind of like prototype for the moderator. And I always told Catherine, one day when I'm able to, I'm going to pay you. Like, I'm going to pay you. And that is going to be something that I'm going to do. And like my moderator team, baby.
Listen,
top notch.
My minds don't play around. Like, you were my first, but in your absence, baby, my minds do not play. They get them out of there fast. They get them out of there. It be gone before I could even finish reading it.
Right.
It's gone before I could even really see it. I'll look up and I'll just see such and such has been blocked. Such and such has been muted. Like, I adore my team. I adore my team. I really, really do. Like, I love it.
And you know, as you call them your team, that's something I struggle with a long time, because I don't want people feeling like I'm saying like y'all work for me. My moderator / admin team, I'm gonna just say this. I'm saying this to you. I'm saying this to them in this moment. And this is not for, you know, like to say like, oh, whatever. The people who are my moderators and my admins encouraged me to a deep place in my soul that I don't think they actually know. Like, I don't think they know how much they mean to me, and everyone does. I entrust them to have my back because I know they're going to have my back in the way I would have my own. I do not put my trust in people that easy, like that, that level, especially with something like this where, you know, we're really starting to, I think, take off. And, you know, this is when it's imperative to have people behind you that mean something. And I'm gonna switch gears. I just want to say this because I wanted to take this moment. It got on my heart to say it. They are the people that I trust, because not just because they've been there the longest, but I think they have a deep appreciation for where we are. And I don't expect anyone to care about this as much as I care about it, but I appreciate that they do. And I love the fact that they do. And, you know, I know you've talked about the moderators in your chat and how they show up and show out. And it is so important. And I do not think, if anyone wants to become a whatever you want to be, the people that you have behind you are going to be central, because I'm not making this about me. I know I am. I'm sorry. I'm promising.
No, you're fine.
I don't know how to. I don't know how to rely on other people in a significant way. And they have taught me to understand that other people can help you. And that's not a sign of weakness. That's not a sign of, whatever. It is a sign that you have an understanding that this is not your strong point. And I trust them enough to be there for me. And I'm saying all this to say that as you are really, really coming up on this ladder, and we can see the upward trajectory.
Thank you.
See the upward trajectory. I love the fact that you have those people that are riding for you.
Yes.
At all times. I know that was very long winded, and I apologize.
No, it was beautiful. It was much needed. It was much needed for them to hear that. And while we on that, not to cut you off, I know my mods are in here, and just my team, just in general. Like, I don't even, my family that are here to support this. I love y'all so much, and I am so grateful because I could not do it without y'all. Like, I'm just beyond grateful. I be lost for words that I really got people that stand behind me. Like, I really have people who believe in me and believe in the vision. They see what's happening. They see what this could be, and they make sure that they have my back. Like, it's so important. Like, I love how they show up and show out for me. They repost, they tell people, they invite people, they share it, they do whatever it is that they need to do to get it noticed and get it seen. And I just want y'all to know, as my family, I love y'all forever. When I tell y'all I love y'all, I really mean that. When I tell y'all that I pray for y'all when I wake up, I really do. Like, it has not been one person in the family who has not asked me for a prayer request and I didn't do it.
Yeah.
I literally pray for them and I intercede for real. Like, I don't think people understand what comes with intercession. What you're dealing with, you're battling with, I take it on for you. So that's why I'm so heavily in prayer. That's why I'm so heavily in my Bible. But I would do this 1,000 times over. I'm beyond grateful for this. I'm beyond grateful for where we're going. And I think it's important that we establish the team now, yours and mine, because this is only going to get bigger and it's only going to get better. So to have these people here who can't make it, like, at first it was like, oh my God, Galen's not here, so what am I going to do?
Oh, I feel so bad. I'm so sorry.
Like, the way that they stepped up and was like, oh no, we can do it. I got it. So the same way that you saying, like, because that it's a lot to be able to trust people to do that, to monitor and make sure that this is going smoothly and how it needs to go. It's not about just muting those people and blocking them. Like, you are literally a part of this as well. Like, all of us. So I just want to say thank y'all, and I love y'all. I appreciate it. And I'm gonna forever be here. Y'all got a sister forever.
I know I'm not a good moderator, and I'm so sorry.
You're a phenomenal moderator. Please, when you get on, out of there.
Listen,
I think that's honestly, I ain't gonna lie. Some of them, they all be on it, but I brag so much on how so much on how Galen don't even let me see it. Yeah. And after that, I ain't never seen a thing ever again.
And see, I learned from my moderators because I call them my moderators because that's their role, but they my people. I just say moderators so we all know who I'm talking about. But it really is about protecting your experience, and what I appreciate about them is that they always make sure. But then they'll be like, "Yeah, you was cutting up." You was cutting up today. You know that. You know you was cutting up. And that's the sign of a good team. What you gonna lie to me for? What you gonna lie to me for? And try to make me feel better.
Yeah.
So I love that you have those people. I love that you have those people that are gonna stand beside you and be there for you. That is amazing.
They do. I especially too, like, when I say like this is a family, it's really a family because I've been honest with them and I told them, like, I'm so much more comfortable now, but I used to be so nervous praying. Like, I don't even know what to really say. And so many of them write me afterwards and be like, oh, this was good in Bible study, or can we add this in next time? And I take all of that into consideration. Like, this is what is really a team. Like, it all goes together. It all works together. So, thank you. Oh, look at you.
Listen, thank you, Tyron.
That's cute.
I appreciate that. Aww. That was adorable.
That was.
I love the dancing bear.
Oh, I got one too.
Wow, look at that.
So cute. That is so cute.
Baby, I just...
I'm sorry I'm eating, y'all. I ain't eat all day.
Why you ain't that all day? Is the real question.
I was busy today. I haven't even made a video today.
Child.
I was doing somebody's lashes and God literally gave me something to say. I haven't had time to make a video.
Well, I mean, sometimes it's how it be. Sometimes it's just when the mood strikes. It's just like, all right, not right now.
I've been going all day.
And that's one thing I think I appreciate too, is when people don't try to push content. Thank you, Leia. Yeah. Is when people don't try to push content, because that's when it gets inauthentic to me. Mm-hmm. And I might go 2 or 3 days without posting something because I'm not gonna try to do something just to say I did it.
Leia.
And that's what I love about you, is like you don't just see it flooded with like, oh, that one's fun. Thank you, Candace. And you don't just be like, you know, well, yeah, here's this video, and I was talking about the same thing earlier, and now you know, the video feels like its own entity in that moment. And I love that. I love that so much.
Yes. And I say that all the time on my live. Like, I will never make a video if God didn't give me something to say. Mm-hmm. I'm not just on here just saying stuff. Like, do it. Mm-hmm. I say it because God tells me that somebody needs to hear it.
Exactly. And you make YouTube videos as well, right?
I do. And even with YouTube, I've had a YouTube for a long time. Oh. And my family literally was like, you should start doing YouTubes. And I was like, well, who gonna want to watch that? They're like, us. We want to see. Right. Us. We want to see what you're doing, what your day is like what goes on when you're not on live. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And so I'm trying to do better.
It's all just, I mean, it's one step at a time. You can't always, you know, just do what you're gonna do just to do it. Like,
I'm trying. I really try, but I love TikTok so much.
Yeah.
TikTok is easy. I know how to work it. Yeah. I ain't gotta really edit nothing. When I do edit, it ain't too much.
Yeah, it's just a little something. Because people don't get how much work, if they don't do it on a regular basis, how much effort goes into editing a video. Baby, listen, I'll procrastinate because it takes so long. And then just trying to figure out what sounds good, looks good, put this there, especially if I'm really trying to learn how to, you know, whatchamacallit, it's like, I mean, So, yeah. But we can't wait to see what you know, do. Where can we find you on YouTube?
Yes. So I am Squeaky Sister on every single thing. And I would be renounced if I did not say this. Squeaky is my brother who passed away. And everything that I do is in honor of him. I give glory to God first and foremost. But I represent my brother in everything that I do. So Squeaky is my brother. I am Squeaky's sister. You can find me on Instagram at Squeaky Sister. My TikTok is Squeaky Sister. My YouTube is Squeaky Sister. My Twitter is Squeaky Sister. Just Squeaky Sister. It's just me.
Just wherever we go, if we type Squeaky in Squeaky
Sister. If it shut down today, remember this now. If it shut down today, Squeaky Sister on every single thing is how you can find me.
If they take it from us right now, we know we can.
If they took it right now, Squeaky Sister.
Mm-hmm. We know exactly where to go. Exactly where to go. Okay, good. And as far as I know, you also sell digital products.
Yes, I do. Thank you for that. So I also do share. Thank you, Candace. I also do so my prayer journals are on there. I also have the beauty skincare, the beauty Bible is what it's called, and that's the skincare regimen. Why are you saying regimen? Maybe I'm sleepy.
I wasn't gonna say nothing, but the more you point it out, the more I'm like, why are you saying regimen?
I also have the ebook on how to go from struggling to strength. You know, how I overcame the things that I've gone through. Because if you don't know my story, you can learn it through there. But I've been through a lot of trauma, a lot of struggle. And I'm here. Like, I've gone through a lot. And I'm still here. I am stronger than ever. I'm better than ever. And God continues to use me. So, and He gonna use us all together.
Exactly. And not just you still here, but you're thriving.
Thank you for that. I'm trying to be just like you, child.
Child, listen. Okay. Okay. All right.
Listen, you do your thing, and before we leave, I just have to say it one more time, Galen. I am so proud of you. I'm so grateful that you were obedient and that you followed me, and not only followed me but wrote me on my own. It is because of you and your community that I do this. I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't think that I would have a following. I didn't think that I would have a community. I didn't think that I would be starting a family, and I did. And it was Galen, the power of G. It was that charmed community that let me know that this is possible for us too. This is possible for people. You don't have to be a rapper's baby mama to have something going for yourself. So I just want to thank y'all so much for that. Thank you for being accepting and welcoming, because it was y'all who welcomed me first. I didn't have a community when I joined your community, and y'all welcomed me with open arms. And I just want to say I appreciate y'all. I love y'all too. And I want to say thank you to everybody who showed up from my team. I love y'all beyond words. I know y'all already said y'all love me too, but I am a person who likes to express my love for people. And I'm not finna cry, but Galen, I really just have to tell you to keep going. Don't stop. Don't give up, because what is coming for you is bigger than what you're imagining. It's bigger than what you're talking about. It's bigger than what you even thinking. And I really feel that real heavily on me to tell you that. Like, it's gonna take off, and it's gonna feel like it was overnight. It's coming for you. Oh my God. I feel it so heavily, but it is coming for you. Do not stop going. What you have started, who you are and who you're becoming is bigger than this. Is bigger than TikTok, is bigger than the internet. But you will be known. The people will know you. And I know that it's not even about that for you. It's not about that at all. You are such a great person inside and out. And when I do make it, I'm never going to forget to tell the people that Galen stayed on the phone with me for 2 hours and I had just met him when I had a breakdown. So I just want to say thank you. Thank you for being you. Thank you for being obedient. And continue to be great. I love you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you.
I'm a crybaby, y'all. I'm sorry.
Listen, I'm holding it together by winging a prayer right now.
But I feel it so heavily. I feel it so heavily for you. It's happening. It's happening right now. And it's people like you who give us the opportunity to be like, I can do this. It's people watching me, and it's people proud of me. So Brittany! I'm
Thank you.
I love it though. I love y'all. I'm appreciative. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. And we can find you everywhere as Squeaky Sister.
Yes, you can. It has been real, you guys. I hope you guys have a great night and be blessed.
You too. Thank you. Bye. We're gonna end and we're gonna come back, y'all. We're gonna come back a little bit later on because I need to. That was. We're gonna come back later on. We're gonna be back later on. Oh, thank you, manifesting. Thank y'all so much. That was everything that I wanted it to be. Like, truly, that was beautiful. And I'm so glad that we got the opportunity to do it. And we got the opportunity to come together and just support another person. And that's what I mean when I say we don't know what someone is going through. And you don't know what someone's experience is. And just that one moment of letting them know that they got this can be what makes or breaks. And I meant what I said when I said, like, y'all do that for me. And I feel like the least I can do is pass that on to another person. Child, oof. I need to regroup. It's 8:21 right now. I'm gonna go. I don't know. I don't know. I just need to reset. We'll probably reconvene at like 9. I know 9 is late. We ain't gonna stay on too long. That's the thing about it. We ain't staying on too long. But we'll probably come back about 9. We'll stay for a little bit, just to kind of catch up on life. Maybe talk a little trash about some TV. And then I'll see y'all hussies tomorrow. But thank you for being here. Like I said, we're coming back. Just give me a little bit, because I need to... I think I need to take time and just absorb everything. So thank y'all for making this so successful. And I'll see y'all in a little bit. Bye.